Hi everyone, it is Andy from Dacxi's Crypto Wealth Cafe here. Got something a little bit different for you today. Did you know that one of the things that is holding most people back from getting involved with the booming crypto market is confidence. Confidence and competence is probably a good way of describing it. In fact, there was a survey done, and I think 43% of people surveyed said that the reason they were holding back from getting involved in crypto was simply that they lacked the necessary knowledge to engage confidently. Now, that is a real and recognized problem across the crypto industry, and well, that is why Dacxi have been working on what is called Dacxi Learn, a revolutionary new learning platform that is designed to solve this problem. And I'm here today with Gisa Ellis, who is the Global Learn Director here at Dacxi, and she's the principal architect, in fact, behind Dacxi Learn. So delighted to speak to Gisa today all about Dacxi Learn. Hello, Gisa. How are you doing?
Hi, Andy. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here today. It's such a pleasure to speak to you today, and it's all good.
Well, it is a pleasure to speak to you as well, Gisa. So, yeah, I think let's just have a little bit of a chat about Dacxi Learn. I'm excited to learn all about this. So, Dacxi Learn is a new addition to Dacxi. Please tell us, what is the main goal of the new Dacxi Learn initiative?
Yeah, sure. Well, Dacxi has long recognized that many everyday investors see crypto more like a speculative gamble instead of a legitimate way to build their long-term crypto wealth. And the reason is clear. And as you mentioned it, they simply don't know enough about crypto. And without the right knowledge, they're missing out on this incredible financial opportunity that's presenting itself right now. So that's why we created Dacxi Learn. We want to empower everyday people with the crypto knowledge they need to invest with confidence, so they can take the first steps on their crypto journey and potentially achieve the freedom, the financial freedom they are looking for. But in addition, we also recognize that financial professionals are facing a bit of a dilemma nowadays. On the one hand, they have clients who ask them, well, why should we miss out on an incredible opportunity like investing in crypto? And on the other end, we have the financial professionals who say, okay, but how can we actually make recommendations about an asset class we don't know much about? So we as at Dacxi, we want to actually bridge that knowledge gap for financial professionals so that they can be educated in crypto and that they can make really educated recommendations to their clients. So that was two of the main reasons why we've created Dacxi Learn.
Got it. Thank you, Gisa. That makes sense. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are probably aware of the global tokenized crowdfunding system that Dacxi is implementing. It's called the Dacxi chain. I'm just curious, Gisa, how does Dacxi Learn fit into the Dacxi chain framework?
Yeah, sure. Well, you could say that at Dacxi Learn, we are helping to build this global community of educated and confident crypto wealth investors. These are investors who really want to take advantage of the crypto opportunity, and they are actively seeking investment opportunities to build crypto wealth. So the Dacxi chain will present crowdfunding opportunities to the global community of investors, and also obviously provide a platform for entrepreneurs seeking funding and to raise capital. So Dacxi Learn's role is to help to ensure that this global community of investors is as well educated and crypto confident as they can be. So by encouraging more and more people around the world to adopt the wealth builder mindset and actively seeking these crypto investment opportunities, you could say that Dacxi Learn is like playing a key role in unlocking the potential for crowdfunding ventures to raise capital in the future.
Thank you, Gisa. And you mentioned the wealth builder mindset, and that's something I talk about a lot on the Crypto Wealth Cafe. I think everyone at Dacxi understands that you do have to have that crypto wealth builder mindset, and part of that is thinking long term. I'm curious, is this something that Dacxi Learn is incorporating? So how do you take, I suppose, that Dacxi crypto wealth building philosophy a step further?
Yeah, sure. Good questions. Well, as you say, Dacxi's philosophy is it's about democratizing crypto wealth, you could say. And Dacxi Learn is a key tool using education and empowerment to make this happen. When you look at the Dacxi wealth system, or the Dacxi crypto wealth module, you could say, it's resting on 5 pillars, which is the platform or the platforms, the education, insights, support, and trust. And you could say that Dacxi Learn is these 5 pillars in action. Education is the obvious one, because our core purpose is to help people to become competent and confident with regards to all digital assets. But also, we want Dacxi to be a trusted partner of everyday investors and financial professionals, and to provide them with all the resources and support and education they need to become an active investor in the crypto market. Our customer service team is always there to help and support with everything regards to Dacxi and Dacxi Learn. And you could say we're always trying to improve and develop our platforms to make them better all the time.
Look, I'm sure you and the team are. So, Gisa, from your perspective, then, what do you think makes general learning effective? Like when it comes to breaking down what can be quite complex financial or crypto terminology, how does Dacxi Learn try and solve that and make it easier for learners?
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, I think generally speaking, effective education is about being simple and engaging. It needs to focus on what people really need to know and nothing more. In terms of crypto, it also means that we have to break down complex financial terminology and concepts into bite-sized bits, you could say. At Dacxi Learn, we find a progressive approach is also really, really good, you could say, because we have like a beginner, an intermediate, and an advanced level. So we guide people through the process. And as I said, it's important to make it interesting and engaging. And we're working on different learning delivery tools and formats at gamification, interactive learning, and all that. And it's really important to realize that it's difficult to learn in isolation. A fact is that only 2% of people self-learn. The rest of us, we need a bit of encouragement and nurturing and motivation and all that and guidance. So the other 2%, they're very highly driven and highly motivated. So we try to provide courses and material and all our content targeted to both groups, you could say, that so that everybody has the right, can choose their approach that suits them.
Sounds good, Gisa. Tell us more about the kinds of material that you have made available on Dacxi Learn, and love to understand a little bit about, I suppose, the order that people should follow, because you mentioned there's a structured approach and an unstructured approach. So let's use the example of new learners, people that are interested in learning about crypto, really from the very beginning. What would you recommend for those people?
Okay, good question. You see, crypto is a very complex and confusing matter, you could say, and a lot of people get very overwhelmed. There's a lot of information out there, and it's really difficult to know where to start to learn. So I think it's really important to keep it simple and start with the basics and build a really good foundation. With regards to Dacxi Learn, we have a foundational course which is called Get Started, and this, as I said, this course covers the basics to give you some very simple, informative steps to take, but also like it's all based on some video modules and supported with a course guide and some tests. And when you have mastered that course, you could say, and you test it yourself, and you're sure that you have, you have laid that foundation, you can go on to the next course, which is Unstoppable Confidence. And this course not only provides more information, but it also works on really kind of helping you to build that confidence to take the plunge and really go into the market and invest in crypto. And that's I would say that's the general, if you're a general client or a person who is interested in crypto. But if you're a financial professional, for example, we obviously have a very specific course for financial professionals, which is more in depth, and it's also a longer course. It's called Unlocking the Financial Opportunity for Financial Professionals. And it's a really perfect place to start because it also starts with with the foundational information, but then we go a lot deeper with regards to taxation, regulation, blockchain, tokenization, and these kind of issues which are really important for financial professionals. And I'm really proud to say that this course has been accredited CPD, which is Continuous Professional Development accreditation from the organization in the UK, where we have an international membership. And so we are really working hard to provide a real high level of quality and education in our courses. And that has been recognized, which I'm really happy about, obviously.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that, Gisa. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Love to hear a concrete example then. What's an example of a lesson that about the crypto market that a well-established financial professional could learn if they undertake the Dacxi Learn system?
Okay, sure. Well, there are plenty of key takeaways, you could say, from the courses. One of them is probably that when you look at cryptocurrencies to invest, that you definitely have to look at the use case of a currency so that you understand the value of that currency. And we also talk a lot about the blue chip coins, obviously, who have a foundation and a use case. So who the coins we think that are that are worthwhile investing in. But then again, we talk about crypto regulation, how that differs in across the world. For example, we go into the different kind of digital assets, whether it's the payment currencies, but also like platform currencies, stable coins, and tokenization and tokens. So we try to really give people a good understanding of that the digital assets are not only about the payment currencies, for example, like Bitcoin, right? And I think the most important key takeaway for financial professionals is that decentralized finance and crypto itself is here to stay. I would say that's the key takeaway.
Fantastic, Agisa. In crypto, it can. It's all about community, right? Community is a very important part of crypto, and I think new people to crypto need to know that as well. It's really important to find other people that you can talk to and share your knowledge with. How would you describe the importance of community to Dacxi Learn?
Absolutely. I mean, community is so important for Dacxi and for Dacxi Learn. And Dacxi always is very, very active in building their own community. And we are at the same time, we're building our own Dacxi Learn community as well to support the learning and the education of our clients and also of people who are interested in crypto. We have just launched our own Facebook page, and we started to post educational articles on LinkedIn on a weekly basis. So we're trying to obviously encourage more and more people to become Dacxi clients, and therefore we are providing premium content for our Dacxi clients to specifically for our clients. So I think these are all examples for how Dacxi Learn is playing a really an important role to help building the Dacxi community and the Dacxi Learn community.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'll be watching that community with interest, Agisa. And I think to really engage that community, you'll be only too well aware that learning needs to be fun, right? It needs to be rewarding, so that people stick around and they stay engaged and they keep learning more. What are you doing with Dacxi Learn to, I suppose, create that rewarding learning experience for people?
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, we are so overwhelmed with information nowadays, and we have so many opportunities. And it's really important to help people to not only start a learning experience, but also to stick with it. that's probably the hardest part. So as you say, to make it fun and rewarding is really important. So we are working on, and we have already built quite a few things into the learning experience. One of them is our tests, for example, so users can see for themselves how they're doing. We are providing certificates for the completion of the courses. But we're also working on the gamification side of learning, including badges, for example, to make it more fun and engaging, to implement AI. And another thing is competitions. That's something we will really be focusing on in the future to make the spirit in the community competitive, so that people really have fun and engage with each other in terms of competition. So because it's a lot more fun to actually do something, and more rewarding as well when you do these things together than sitting on your own at home and just staring at a screen.
Absolutely, I very much agree. In the future then, Gisa, do you see materials from Dacxi Learn ever becoming part of the curriculum in educational institutions?
Absolutely. I mean, we are actively and also very selectively seeking partnerships with industry partners and educational institutions to help to enhance the educational offering. And as I mentioned before, we are members of already of the CPT Association in the UK, with and have obviously received the accreditation for our financial professional course. But we're also working on kind of developing that further, not only with additional courses, but also in other countries. So there will be more accreditation coming in the UK, but also in Australia. So I think based on all of that, I think it's definitely possible that Dacxi Learn could at some point join the curriculum in an educational institution. Definitely.
Fantastic. Sounds great, Gisa. As we start to finish off the interview, then last question from me. I'd love it if you could perhaps cast your eye forward. What can you tell us about any new initiatives in the Dacxi Learn product pipeline?
Okay, sure. You see, we, as I said previously, we're always working on developing Dacxi Learn forward, and that one area is the functionalities on the learning platform. So we will be soon introducing country-specific pages, so that we don't only have global content, but also content, say, specifically for Australia or specifically for the UK or other countries. And then we also work on specific channels on the learning platform designed for women who crypto, but also for teens. So these are the functionalities, the things we work on, the functionalities on the platform. In addition, there are a new crypto wealth courses coming. We are working on an educational webinar series, and definitely a heavy focus on developing our premium content for our active Dacxi clients. So it's safe to say that Dacxi Learn is only getting better every day.
All right, it sounds like it. Thank you so much for talking with me today, Gisa. Very excited to further explore the Dacxi Learn platform. And look, if you're watching this and you are new to crypto, then Dacxi Learn, it really has been built for you. So really do encourage you to get involved and begin your learning journey here with Dacxi. Thank you, Gisa. I'm sure we'll do this again sometime. All the best, and bye for now.
Thank you very much, Andy, for having me here. It was a pleasure talking with you. And as Andy said, if you wanted to have a look at Dacxi Learn, check it out on learn.dacxi.com. We really look forward to seeing you there. And I look forward to talking with you, Andy, soon in the future.